Well, folks, I want to thank you for coming over here today and checking out the channel, checking out this episode. And I'm excited to introduce to you today the messenger bag that has taken my EDC system or everyday carry system into stealth mode. Today we're going to do an in-depth video for you on the Timbuk2 Classic Messenger Bag 2016 version. So with that, let's go ahead and see what this bag has to offer. So one of the first things I want to jump into with this bag that makes it stand apart for me is the shoulder strap and how they've integrated this quick adjustment system. It's the fastest adjustment system I've ever seen on a messenger bag, and I've been carrying several messenger bags over the years, as well as giving it the capability not only to just adjust and get to the right size, but get to the right height as well. So they offer this little tab on the side with this extra little pulley that you just pop open or pop close, and it always stays where you want it. So when it's closed, it's good and solid, and it's not going to accidentally come loose. And when you loosen it up, it makes it very easy to adjust. And basically the concept is you can carry this like your normal messenger bag around your hip, so you can get into it really easily in and out. Or if you're just not going to be getting into it for a considerable amount of time and you want it up against your body, maybe you're a skateboarder, a cyclist, somebody like that, and you want to carry it up on body, it gives you the ability to tighten it so that it basically acts like a shoulder bag that has turned into a backpack. It rides like a backpack on your body. I use this regularly when I'm at the office and I'm going to go from A to B and I'm running around and doing a lot of different stuff, and I know I'm not going to be in the bag, but I need it with me. It's a great feature to have. I carry it regularly like that, as well as the fact that on the back side they give you 2 attachment points for a secondary stability strap. And so if you do really need that, and you are, again, maybe a cyclist or a skateboarder, and you do that regularly for your commute, and you want a messenger bag style for around the office, but you need it up body and tight on your body when you're cycling or skateboarding or whatever it may be, then it does have that ability as well, and it is ambidextrous for either side. So when you look at all of that together, it's one of the most innovative and simple to use shoulder straps that gives you a lot of capability and keeps it from flapping around if you don't want to, or gives it to you right in the center, right where you would want it, so that you can open it up, get to what you need real quick, real easy. So let's go ahead and look at the front panel here, and before we actually get inside, and just show you kind of the layout of the interior. The front portion here is just this regular flap. I would have liked to see like a zipper pocket that I could get some small quick to access items into right here, with maybe a little key keeper. That would have been nice. I see that on a lot of other messenger bags. And there's nothing on the back side either. There is a little grab handle right here, so that you could grab it without carrying it over your shoulder. That's nice, but I would have liked to see, again, another little stash pocket on the back side, so I could maybe put boarding passes and things like that. There's nothing there, so no exterior pockets really to speak of, nothing on either side. Either there is a D-ring attachment on this side. Now on the bottom of the bag, there are 2 clasps that clasp to the tabs right here. This is one of the new features for the newer design model. The old ones, these tabs right here, were on the outside of the flap. These are now on the inside of the flap, so they're kind of hidden away. So you can clip it closed if you really want some good security there on either side. And those tabs also act as compression, so you can really cinch this bag down tight if there's not a lot of contents, or loosen it up if there is. Then you disengage both of those clasps. And you got 2 nice strips of Velcro and a nice Velcro patch up here, so that honestly for me, I rarely use the tabs, and I end up just using the Velcro panel because it really keeps it nice and secure. Finally, on the back side here is this water resistant material, which is really nice and goes basically the whole outer portion of the bag. So for those of you who are in kind of rainy conditions, this will definitely help fight against the interior getting wet, and I really like that feature as well. So as we look at this main area right here, there's what they call the Napoleon pocket, because it goes in from the side right here. This is a nice deep stash pocket. You can get lots of different things in there that you may need access to, and you can access that when the panel is down. You can just go in from the side, so that is something to note. Then on the top here, we have another stash pocket with a zipper, YKK zippers all throughout, and a really nice long key keeper. So long, in fact, that you can really get to your door and unlock your door if need be, without taking your messenger bag off, which is nice. And most of those are, really short, kind of stubby, and you have to take the key off and then do what you're going to do. This, you don't need to do that. It gives you almost about 1.5 feet, and then a nice little deep pocket right there. And then finally, right behind that, just another stash pocket with no zipper. Those are the 3 pockets they offer right here on the front panel. All right, so here we are in the interior compartment that I want to walk through with you, and I'm going to use this opportunity to give us some basic specs as well. Now, this is the small size bag. They have everything from extra small through large, so it really depends on what type of items you're wanting to carry in this bag. For me, I don't carry a laptop for work, so it wasn't really a need for that. I just need to be able to carry some books, my gear, and a tablet. So this fits great and gives me a couple more features than the extra small gives you. All right, we're going to use my flashlight here just kind of help indicate things and make sure we see what's going on inside. So on this small size bag, we're looking at 16.1 inches from side to side. From top to bottom, it's going to be 10.6 inches high. The depth, if you will, from back to front is 5.1 inches, and it's going to weigh in at 1 pound, 8 ounces, and it has a volume of 14 liters or 854 cubic inches. And we do have a really nice heavy-duty fabric, Kedora fabric. This is a really good balance of durability and lightweight capability. All right, so as we look here at the main compartment, what we have back here is the nice big sleeve that you would put your tablet or a smaller laptop. So it could fit smaller laptops than 16 inches in there. I usually put my tablet back in there, but it's being charged inside right now. It's got kind of a rigid frame, so it gives you a really good divider. Then you have your main compartment right here, and I have an organizer, and then I have my Bible, and on either side are going to be these two kind of mesh elastic topped pockets. This side I usually just carry a couple gear items. Then on the other I carry a water bottle. Now these pockets will fit the smaller diameter water bottles. They're usually between like 20 and 28 ounces. This will not fit a full-size 32-ounce Nalgene. The mouth on those two side pockets just isn't wide enough. So something to consider there. It's a little bit out of the box for me. I'm usually used to carrying bags that have the water pouches on the outside, and I always got to have water here in the Rockies. You get dehydrated really fast, but I've gotten used to having the water bottle on the inside, and it actually makes the whole bag really streamlined. You're never worried about it bumping out or falling out if you're, cinching it up tight along your back like we've talked about, and you got to go somewhere really quick. You're not worried about the water bottle falling out. So I've grown used to having a water bottle pouch and having the water ride inside the bag instead of the outside of the bag. Now against this front wall here is where all of your organization would be in the main dump pocket. On either side you're going to have matching sized pockets that will fit perfectly like a wallet or say like a business card holder. So that's what I have right here. Then you have 2 slots for pens. So you can fit up to, I would say, 4 larger, thicker pens like a Sharpie or a highlighter, or 6 just writing utensil pens or pencils. And then I tend to carry some medical equipment right here. Then along the back panel, there is a kind of private document pocket, another YKK zipper. And you have this organization area in here for documents you don't want people to get to, paychecks, that type of thing. Again, I carry medical supplies in there for my life and what I look for, but that's nice that they do offer that secondary little stash, safety pocket, hideaway pocket in this bag. So let's go ahead and hit the price point here with you on the bag, and it's determined by a lot of different things, color combinations as well as size. Now again, I'm using the small size and I've really been loving it, but they have the extra small all the way up through large. So that will be part of the determination depending on what size you get, as well as color combinations. And as I've said, there's about 30 color combinations. Really, I mean, sky's the limit with this bag, which is cool. But I've seen it go anywhere between 50 bucks and like 120. Again, just depends on your flavor. I paid 90 for this black small size, which seems to be kind of the going rate. And it's a classic black, and that's about what I saw for most of the kind of neutral main colors. Then if you get into some crazy stuff, you might be able to get a deal if you're willing to go with that color combination, if there's just a color that you really like. So we will have links over to Amazon below where you can check out all the different sizes, all the other different color combinations. And when you use those hyperlinks, it's always a great way to help support the channel and continue to help us do what we do. Well, there you have it, folks. I love this thing with so many different features as well as color combinations and just capability. This has really become kind of the standard for me and what I'm going to be looking for in the future if I ever want to change my EDC carrying system with a messenger bag format. it's basically got to beat this, and that's going to be a tall order. So thank you so much again, always, for coming over here, checking out the channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. Check us out on all the relevant social media as well. And always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.